and welcome to episode 71 of Chaos Entropy. Today's date is um, April
April
10th.
10th. Yep.
April 10th, 2025. Unfortunately, this is on a Thursday instead of a Wednesday, so. But I don't
But
think it would be so much of a.
it'll still come out around the same time.
Probably, yeah, same week.
I guess we can get right into the biggest news of the last week.
Oh, yeah. It's actually
Nintendo.
Nintendo Switch 2 got announced, which we covered a bit last week, but we didn't cover. I mean, we mentioned the $80, but we didn't go too
The
much
implications.
too in deep with it. Bro, that's crazy. $80.
Yeah, but I don't know how I feel about it because.
Bro, I don't like it.
Well, there's no positive to increasing, but just the fact that it's even at 80, I'm like, we're gonna get to a point where it's gonna be like in the hundred something.
They just recently
They don't care.
They increased it like last year too. Like
Yep,
the standard now is
wasn't
70.
it just well no well maybe the standard across maybe last year became 70.
It's not 60 anymore. It's 70 now.
It became like that when the PS5 came out, right? And like that.
It was because it was mainly because of Sony. Sony was
yeah, their games.
actually it was might have been 2022 actually.
I thought it was 2020.
I don't think so.
I thought when the new consoles came out, it became 70. But I could be wrong.
What games came
It feels
out that was 70?
Let me see. 2020 was that Last of Us? No, that was 60, right? Or was it 70?
Last of Us 60.
Okay. Then you're probably right. Probably a year after that. I don't remember the first. Try to think of like the first Call of Duty year. That's how
I think it is 2020, 22, because
that was.
I don't know.
Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 70. Yeah, because Cold War was 60. Yep. Yeah, you're right. It was 2020.
So it was recently that we got the price increase across the board, and you know how the industry likes to follow suit.
And now Nintendo's like, nah, we gotta go up one.
And here's the thing, like, so when people heard of the price increase, they immediately thought it was because of the tariffs.
I wouldn't blame them. It coincided with the tariffs.
But the thing is, but that's the thing, like, nobody knew about the tariffs. Like, no one knew the rates and what they were.
Oh, no, but...
So there's no way...
People assume that just because they heard about the tariffs in general beforehand.
I really don't think, like, the tariffs had anything to do with it.
I'm saying people thought that because that stuff was brought off, and then Nintendo had their thing, like, a day or two after. In your head, you're like, oh my... It all comes to... You're like... Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, like, really, if
it doesn't make sense, realistically.
It doesn't make sense.
Because like, they weren't applied yet, or they were.
How can it be applied? Like $80 from tariffs? That's a gross increase. How do you predict that? How do you can't predict like a jump from 70 to 80, a $10 increase.
Also, I don't understand how tariffs work in the digital market.
That's the next thing I was going to bring up. How are you going to tariff a digital product? Like, what?
Is the whole point of the tariff? It's the actual import / like facility that has to distribute it versus a digital. No one's, it's just a market. That's just.
So I mean, like when I heard people say it's because of the tariffs, I immediately was like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I mean, they're probably going to increase now because of how the physical works.
First of all, it's not even an actual game cartridge. It's a.
Well, it is a cartridge to get. Oh wait, it's not. It's not cartridge.
It's a key. So in reality, it's still digital.
Yeah, I mean the game isn't even on the cartridge. It's like it sends you like you need to be connected to the internet, and then it gives you a link, and then you download it from the internet.
Which I don't know how I feel about that either. But
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Might as well just buy the digital, right?
Yeah, because that's like the reason why people get physical is so they don't have to connect to the internet or anything. Just plug the game in and
play. Like Angry Joe said, talked about Nintendo fans, they like physical copies the most of any person. Like they like to collect the physicals.
Yeah, there's like, yeah.
Now they're even more expensive than ever, and you don't really have the game.
There's no reason to collect a physical copy anymore. Because there's no difference. It's an extra step, if anything.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's no reason to have a physical now.
I guess they're saying the game key cards will help future-proof the Switch too.
How does that work though?
Let me
what?
see. It
How would
says
that help anything?
it will let publishers release bigger games on the console. Is that because instead of let me check. Oh, like they're talking about how game sizes are getting bigger, and these key cards will allow for more games on the platform. But what about the? I'm trying to look into it.
But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, like people were immediately jumping on saying it's because of the tariffs. How does that like? Okay, if you actually thought about it, like, but like basically, so there were obviously people who were like, oh, it's because of the tariffs, and then there's people who say it's not because of the tariffs, right? So then a couple days later, Nintendo says it's not because of the tariffs.
Yeah. Plus, Trump delayed some of the tariffs.
Well, we can get that into that later. But after that, after they announced that, then like the crowd that said, "Oh, it's because of the tariff," they then split, and now then it's like American and like international, and then there's people say, "Oh, the only people who thought it was because of the tariffs are Americans, because Americans think the world revolves around them." It's just like it really opened my eye, and then I realized, at one point, yeah, I thought like America, there's a lot of stupid people in America right now, but like this really just opened my eye. Now there's just stupid people around the entire damn world. There's like another guy who still believes that he's in Australia. I saw like a post he made. He's in Australia. He thinks that it's still because of the tariffs. So he's not American, guys. He's not American. But he thinks it's because of the tariffs, and he thinks that Nintendo's saying it's not because of the tariff. It's just them saving face.
Like someone else said, of course Americans think, everything is, all about them. When their first reaction was, to say tariffs.
Like that's the thing. Like if you look at the post on IGN, everything like, it's just so stupid.
Yeah, it's
So the initial $80 increase.
It's overall the 80 itself though is still tariff or not. It sucks.
And the 450. Here's the thing.
By the way, this means that GTA 6 is 100% going to be at least 80.
Bro, I hate it so much how like I don't even know why that idea was even brought up to begin with. Actually,
I'm saying the fact that
I know what you're saying, but now exactly, I don't even know why the idea was brought up before. Like I don't know who the idiot was who was like, oh, this is technically a game that's worth like $120. To be honest, I don't know whose idea it was to say that. Like,
is that because games became 70, therefore?
I think it was like sometime last year that idea got.
Yeah, I remember it was a while.
It was
like
so stupid.
After the trailer or something, was that? Or before the trailer, maybe.
Now it is a possibility that the game can cost $80.
I mean, they might as well guarantee it, because like there's nothing stopping them now officially.
And people will buy.
It's just crazy. I mean, that's the thing. Like people still buy. It's just, but the fact that it's ramping up is insane.
I mean, what do you mean by ramping up?
Well, I meant just these price hikes. Like
the prices.
Are we just gonna keep going up just because of like
I think we're gonna
inflation or not even inflation? I don't even know what it is.
I said it's what's it called?
When it comes to gaming, it's specifically these.
No, I think the crash is happening. I think the crash is almost all guaranteed at this point.
It's just insane.
Because people just can't afford it.
Yeah, you're getting to a point where like the majority of the people who play the games,
it's too expensive, and like the stuff, it's not even worth it. Like we're not getting the value out of it, because here's the thing: the Switch 2, it's like the hardware is on par with the PlayStation 4 Pro.
Yeah,
that came out in 2016, late 2016. It's 2025.
But was Nintendo products ever on par though? I mean, I guess you have to consider it now since like
but like here's
third-party games on Switch now. So
they were never that, but like that's the thing. Like you get a Nintendo for like the handheld stuff and like the Nintendo ecosystem.
Yeah, because your Nintendo product. Yeah.
But here's the thing: their technology is like 8 years behind.
But somehow people still accept it. I guess I don't know.
Of course they accept it because they're cocksuckers.
Well, I mean, I never was a Switch guy, so I don't know their mindset.
I'm not a Switch guy either, but I just know there's a lot of cocksuckers when it comes to
if you're a Switch guy, are you a Switch guy specifically?
There's a lot of cocksuckers in general with the gaming community.
Like, I wonder are those people like gamers of like all consoles, or if you're a Switch person, you're a Nintendo guy through and through?
Oh,
no, that's the case. It's like there's so many better options. Well,
and it's $450. It's $450.
Yeah, which is a competitive price point, even though.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's gonna sell like hotcakes still.
It is a lot better than the original though in some departments, but that doesn't say much because it's still behind.
Well, actually, speaking of the original, did you hear what the guy said? Someone from Nintendo said, if you can't afford the Switch 2.
Oh my god, is it an Xbox?
Yeah, quite literally, yeah. They said,
this same guy that left Xbox?
I don't know who exactly said it, but yeah, they
why they said that? Because they're still selling games on the Switch.
They straight up said, yeah, just get the Switch 1 then. Like, there's a product. If you can't afford the Switch 2, get the Switch 1.
But why would you say that?
And, man.
It's horrible marketing if they put that as a...
Yeah.
Well, it's not marketing, but if a guy from Nintendo says it, that might as well be marketing.
I think like even people from Nintendo were like admitting, like guys who were formerly with Nintendo were like admitting.
Oh my god.
They were admitting, yeah, this is just bad.
That's insane.
So
the whole thing, and plus, the crazy part is it's only like certain games that are first party are gonna be 80, while certain ones aren't.
I don't even like the idea of certain games being 80. I mean, that's another thing. That's another reason backing up. Like, it's not the tariffs. Like, they're just trying to literally. It's just corporate greed. Right now, I think the tariffs will at this point. I think they will affect the prices now because like they delayed the pre-orders in North America.
Yes, because that makes sense because that's a physical, import. Therefore, the tariff would affect it.
I understand if the tariffs affect the system.
Yeah, that's the point of why you stopped the pre.
But like the $80.
But the games?
Come on.
The games
come on. And like it's like, what about other countries? Like the price is also like that in other countries.
Yeah, if you buy a game like in Canada or something,
This is everyone. Everyone's getting that. Like,
it affects everyone. Yeah. It's weird. The worst part is, my sub-communities, like on Reddit, like for like comics and stuff, they're all losing their minds because, collecting is all physical. And most of the books I collect, the printers are all in Canada, so that's not good.
Yeah.
So I think Canada is actually, I don't know what the percentage was, but it's all, it's still a big percentage. Plus, the Chinese one, they just retaliated, or we put like 104%, which I'm like, that's insane.
Yeah. We did stop. We paused the tariffs, right?
For countries that are not retaliating against us in tariffs.
Okay.
That's what or something like that. Therefore, China was retaliating.
I just don't know. I just don't know what else is gonna happen. But damn,
But we could definitely say the tariffs have nothing to do with the $80.
Yeah. But like,
first of all, they knew that price beforehand.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like these guys they were gonna do this. Like this was set long time.
This is not like a day before. Like it's 80. That's not how that works. It's not. You don't put a presentation like this and have things uncertain until days before. I mean, you could, but Nintendo doesn't seem like it.
But like, man, I don't know. I honestly, at this point, we've been always like talking about this might actually be just another dark age of gaming. The more I think about
it, that is depressing.
The
2025, the continuation of the dark age.
I keep on hearing about the video game crash. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's going to happen now.
What do you think it'll look like exactly?
People just aren't going to buy the new games because apparently the new games coming out are getting more expensive to make.
Yeah, it's not worth the price.
The games are getting more expensive according to the devs. They're getting more expensive to make, but they're not worth the money, and they're just not. They're not good. They're just not.
Are they more expensive because of like the services that they either rent?
That's the thing. We can't. We don't know. We have to take it at their word. To be honest, I think it's more expensive because they're investing in shit that nobody gives a shit about.
Because I don't see what makes like these quadruple A or triple A titles that expensive to that point. Like,
yeah,
the game itself. I'm not even talking about like the workers and like every other aspect of the business, but when they say the game costs this much, I'm like, are you factoring like the people working and every like other expense as well?
Or, I don't know. I mean, look at like Skull and Bones.
Yeah,
I think that thing's. Apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently people are thinking Skull and Bones was some sort of strange write-off for a government. Like
why do they think that?
Apparently, it was something I heard about this long ago, but like you're gonna have to look into it. Apparently, they like Ubisoft had a deal with like some fucking country, and the deal was like they had to make a game or something, and this was them. Skull and Bones was them, like fulfilling their obligation of the deal. It was something, and well, that's the result of the game we got right now. But like the physics and everything, it looks worse than in Black Flag.
It was 11 years of development.
Yeah.
After 11 years of development, way better competitor for the same proposed genre, Sea of Thieves, that is still going strong and general feedback being mostly negative. You would think that Ubisoft would already have the idea Skull and Bones would just flop.
I think it is.
I get it. Catering to people's nostalgia for Black Flag seems like a good idea, but it doesn't even get close. So why Ubisoft? This is from a year ago. People were talking about it.
Yeah, no one's like nobody can understand what they were thinking. And the game when it came out, it's so like monotonous. It's so
quickly I was gonna bring up you know how Marvel Rivals at the moment is sort of notorious about its how the game sometimes feels awful in the performance and RAM department.
Oh yeah, they're gonna introduce that experimental thing. Yeah,
maybe they implemented it already because yesterday I had no problems with the actual.
I think it might be tomorrow.
Well, I had an amazing game yesterday besides lag, but that's my problem. Like I was running like 100 FPS. I was like, what is happening? I'm like, I've never ran this well. I've never.
Oh no! I heard it was supposed to target RAM usage though.
Yeah, well, yes, because it takes up so much RAM. Let me see. When is it coming in? Is it for the new update? Let me check.
Well, there's tomorrow. If anything, it might be tomorrow. Because it doesn't make sense for them to release the experimental shit today. Yeah. So. But yeah, I mean like. So the games are getting more expensive according to them, and nobody wants to play the new games because like okay, let's be honest. I don't know. People are pointing out like Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like they pointed out, they said yeah we got 2 million players, but then like it's 2 million players, not 2 million sales.
Yeah.
So that doesn't sound good. So I mean, and like people are now just going back and playing older games that they,
yeah,
haven't played. I've been doing that.
Have you been playing the older ones?
I actually just beat AC2 yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I beat AC2 yesterday. I don't know if I should talk about it.
8 hours? I don't remember how many hours.
I think I put in like.
It's relatively short.
I don't know. I think I had about like.
There's a lot of sequences, right?
I had like 20 hours or something in it.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know if I don't know if you want to talk about or if you want to hold it off or.
We could talk about AC2 at least.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Or just how you feel about it.
AC2. So I beat it like. I think I beat it yesterday.
Oh, you should probably preface how you haven't really played any of them besides.
Alright, yeah, so I personally haven't played any of the Assassin's Creed games except for Odyssey. I played a little bit of Odyssey, which really isn't an Assassin's Creed game. But I haven't played any of the original games. I haven't played like the Golden Age at all.
And you still haven't played one.
I still haven't played one.
But it's all right to start with.
But I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna be playing it as much as I can. Oh, at least the Ezio. I'm planning on playing the Ezio collection and 3, and if I can, maybe 4.
I'm surprised you never played 4.
Yeah.
That was such a big game.
Yeah, I just didn't.
I guess if you were an Assassin's Creed guy, you wouldn't just randomly pick it up.
Yeah. I mean, plus, like, I think you had the physical, right? I couldn't get it off of you because you had the physical.
I had the physical. I remember I told my parents, like, come in here, look at the water. I'm like, look at the graphics.
Yeah, so,
it's obvious.
So I never had the nostalgia. I knew the story, this and that, but I never actually played the games. So I just played AC2, and, you know, I like the game. I think it's pretty good. But the thing is, I don't know. I feel like there's a couple problems with it though.
Is it like repetitive?
That I don't. I'll talk about that. Like, all right. The first big thing is I don't know if it was my like expectation or like I was gonna say my expectation like. Okay, the beginning, like the first half of the game is great. But then the second half of the game, I don't know what happened, but I like, it
slowed down slightly.
It just wasn't as good.
Did you like, but
I think it had like,
story though?
The story? Okay. Yeah. The story. Okay.
Those parts
I think, yeah, there's parts that I really like. I think overall, yeah, the story's pretty good, but again, like, I feel like it's got a pacing problem.
Oh, maybe I haven't played it in a while.
Cause like, in the beginning, here's the thing. Okay, I thought this game was
pretty quick.
I thought
how you get into it.
I kind of disagree, but the thing is, like, I was under the impression that this is a really long ass game.
I guess maybe because people put all 3 as one.
No, because I could have sworn like when people play AC2, the parts were always going up to like 20, like part 28 or part 30 or something.
How many sequences are there?
There's like 13 or 14 sequences.
Each one,
but to be honest, I didn't even pay attention to when I entered a new sequence. I just
they range from how much time each sequence takes. So
basically, yeah, I think it has a pacing problem in my opinion, and like, I don't know if it's my expectation. I thought the game was gonna be a lot longer, or like the story was gonna be like a lot longer.
Yeah.
But it felt like a bit rushed towards like halfway through Venice. Like when you got to Venice, like the second half of Venice, it was just going pretty fast, in my opinion. But like we start in the beginning, like I like the beginning a lot. I like how it opens up. It's not really that fast. Wait, what do you mean by it's fast? How it opens up?
I meant fast as in like him. By the time he actually gets the cloak, like his outfit and everything, like his learning is like throughout the whole game. But I mean, like, you sort of get right into it within like the first hour. Like,
yeah, I
mean, understand the overarching like what's.
I think the pacing in the beginning is pretty good. You know how like you're introduced to Ezio. Yeah. Well, first you're actually reintroduced to Desmond as he breaks out of the facility. But then like when you get to Ezio, with him like them showing you how to fight in the and I mean, yeah, there was also that, but like in what's it called, the street
fighting in the streets,
fighting in the streets, and then parkouring really quick.
I like how you can throw
then
money in the old games. You just throw money at people.
yeah, and then you what's it called? You were able to.
You raced your friend or whatever.
That was your brother.
Oh, it's been a minute. I
And
forget
then,
the brothers because you know what happens to them.
So, and then you do some errands for your father. You get introduced to Leonardo, the rest of the family, this and that. It's pretty good. And then like you finally do the last thing for him, and then you see a bunch of guards running suddenly, and then like it just hits you out of nowhere, and it pulls you. I think the beginning is really great. It's really good. You know
it's
exactly.
Pretty cinematic when
you know exactly what Ezio's feeling. I think the pacing is really great, and it's in my opinion, I felt like it was slow, but I didn't mind because it was taking its time. I was taking my time getting acquainted with it, and
you're learning
and it was
learning everything.
The game was. I mean, even before you were learning anything, and then you finally get the assassin cloak, and then everything, and that's when you get introduced to the core mechanics of like blending in, stealing.
Yeah. I love that
assassinating
how they
people.
teach you with the woman.
Yeah, with the courtesans.
Yeah. Like, this is how you do it.
I really like that. I thought it was great. I like it was like at a slow pace, and I didn't mind that. I thought it was great. It was I thought the pacing in the beginning was great.
Yeah, there's a scene. I don't know if it's early. It's one of the assassinations where like Ezio like loses his crap.
It's his first one when he gets potsy. Yeah. But that's like
that
after though. Actually, that's low key when things kind of the pacing kind of gets shit. Like it speeds up a bit. Because like right after what's it called? So right after like he meets the courtesan and gets taught all these skills, blending in. He then goes around, basically he gets revenge and assassinates that one dude who sold out his family.
At that point, you're at are you at Uncle Mario's?
No, that's right before you go to Uncle Mario's. That's right before you get to Mario. So this is right after he learns from the courtesan, and then he goes and he gets revenge on the guy who sold out his family, and then he's like, they're still here, it's wrong. He just kills the guy in front of everyone. The greatest
monologue.
And then he runs out. He runs out and disappears. And then they teach you how to like disappear into the crowd again, and how to like get your wanted level back to anonymous.
I'll say this: it's some of the best voice acting of the time.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then
I love how he yells and then he just runs in. Remember me.
And then what am I supposed to fucking do here? And then like after that they teach you how to like become anonymous, and then he goes to I'm gonna fuck up the name, but he goes to the villa. He goes to meet Uncle Mario. And then he slowly gets introduced to your father was an assassin, this and that. And I think it was pretty interesting.
I guess is it Villa Auditore?
Yeah.
It's just her last
name. Like the place was called like Monteregione or something.
Yeah, Monteregione Villa.
I don't even know if that's how you should say it. But yeah, like so I think the pacing is really good in the beginning. But when it starts like getting kind of weird for me is when shortly after you meet Uncle Mario, and then he teaches you how to do this and that, and then Ezio's still hesitant, and he's like, I want to go, I'm still going to Spain. I'm taking my family, we're going to Spain in 3 days, and then Uncle Mario's like, fuck you, I'm gonna go. And then Ezio tries to find Uncle Mario, but like somehow within like he just talked to him, and now he's like traveled across to another city already. So then Ezio follows Mario to where's that is it Florence?
There's Florence, yeah.
Then is Florence the same as what's it called? Firenze?
Firenze, I think, is different. Let me check.
Well, the first place, so he goes to that area where he gets his first actual assassination, or his second assassination. It's on Pazzi, and
he
then
returned to Leonardo in Florence, so that's that location.
so then, oh wait, so Firenze is Florence then.
Okay, I guess it's part of it.
So then yeah, I think Firenze is part of Florence.
You learn about the map maker and you climb through all that crap.
But then he, what's it called? So he goes, what's it called? He goes with Uncle Mario, goes on that scrimmage against the Templars to go against, to get that one dude, the Potsy guy.
Yeah.
And then he assassinates him, and then like, he does it, he learns to, do it like the respectful way, and everything, after losing his shit. And then after that, he then like becomes invested into the entire assassin stuff.
Yeah, because even the villa has that's the home of like the Italian assassins.
Yeah, he's got like the codex shit on the wall and everything.
Pretty crazy.
And so, but like it was around that moment. That was when like the problem with the pacing is you just don't know how long these events take place in between them. So like, in my head, it was like a couple months, right? I was doing like the three missions you do for Uncle Mario. I thought they were taking place within like months at most. But then like, here's the thing. So like after the Uncle Mario stuff, you then like go back to see like, you like take a stop by you meet up with Leonardo again, and then like you do that weird carriage mission.
Yep.
And then you arrive in I forgot the new area. That one area right before you go to Venice, right?
Yeah, I don't remember the name, but I do know what you're talking about.
All right, basically to quickly sum it up, I feel like the pacing is just all over the place because before I knew it, I was in Venice, and in my head it was like these missions and everything. It was taking like a couple months, maybe a couple years, but then before I knew it, like he's like, it's been 10 years since my family got killed, and I was like, what?
Whoa.
What? And I know it tells you like when the area loads in, like the area, but like I mean, yeah, like you don't notice the numbers changing. I was like, oh, so 1478, 1478, 1478, 1479, 1479, 1486, and I was like, wait a minute.
What the hell?
Was that an 8 or was that a 7? 14, 14, 14, and I was like, what the heck is going on? And then next, I do a couple missions for the guys in Venice. I do 3 missions for the guy in Venice, and then we kill the what's it called? We infiltrate the thing, kill the basically like halfway through like the moment he said it was like it's been 10 years since his father died. I was like, what? I was like, what the hell is going on? And then like right after that, it seems like the game just started spiraling. Like it just went so fucking fast. Because right after that, Leonardo comes out and he's like, they're looking for like this artifact, and it's like this giant conspiracy. So then, oh, I don't know. It was just like going a bit too fast in my opinion. And then before you know it, you're trying to track down the Spaniard, and then it's Uncle Mario. I was like, whoa, we finally meet him again. And then they all meet together, and like, they all confront Rodrigo, and then there's like, the apple of Eden is mine, this and that. And then everybody, who helped mentored you, like what's it called? The fox from Florence, and, the courtesans, the nun, the sister.
Yeah.
And then even the one, like mercenary general guy in Venice. Everyone comes together, and even that one dude, he's like, we're all assassins. Like, oh, okay. So they all meet together, and then Ezio officially becomes an assassin, and his training is complete, I guess, or something. And then, they confront Rodrigo to get the apple. and then they gotta go to what's that lady's name? Catalina or something. They go to the other castle. Basically, my point is like halfway through Venice, it feels like the game it just starts spiraling so fast. Like before I knew it, it's been 10 years. Like I just go around killing all these targets. It's been 10 years, and I'm like, okay, so it just doesn't register with me, right?
Also, intertwined, you have the present day.
But like, that's the thing. Like, you only have like 3 present day stuff.
Yeah, but by the way, that's sort of the like throughout all the games, the present day is sort of on the back burner because you are there for the being in the Animus and playing that era, that era.
Yeah.
But the early present day stuff, I was so deeply invested just because I was just that is the point of the game. After all, at the end, like story wise, like it all falls back to Desmond learning each assassin so he can learn their I know kung fu, like I know how to do what they can do.
I know kung fu.
So he can fight the Argo.
Yeah, the Taliban.
What? No, it's Abstergo.
The Taliban. Yeah, okay, whatever. And then, like, I don't know. At some point, I just got really fed up with the game. I'm gonna be honest. I just got really fed up. I can't believe it. Yeah, I got.
Because of the pacing, or
not because of the pacing. I was kind of sticking with it. It was all right, but it was nowhere near. It was nowhere near like the beginning of the game, right? When everything was great. It was falling apart towards the end, in my opinion. Like after you get what's it called? Like you assassinate the one dude and he drops the apple, but then like Ezio gets like stabbed too, and like he blacks out, and then this random monk picks up the apple of Eden, and it disappears, and then that's when Ezio wakes up and he has like the facial hair and everything.
Oh yeah.
And then he returns to Firenze, to Florence. That is the worst mission in the damn game, in my opinion.
What do you do? I don't remember.
Okay, so right after he loses the apple, right? So he goes to get the woman's children.
Yeah.
And then he comes back, and then she's like, they took the apple. So then you go to get the apple, you assassinate the guy, but then Ezio gets stabbed, so he drops the apple, and then this random monk in black robes picks up the apple and disappears. Right after that, he then tracks... This is another problem, I just remembered. So he goes to track down the apple, right? He goes to track down the apple. The monk...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to like... So he loses the apple, Monk picks up the apple, and then he wakes up, he's got facial hair, he's like, and then they're all like, we gotta get the apple back, right, okay. Fast forward 10 years, he then returns to Florence. It's 10 years! 10 years! 10 years, and then he goes, he tracks it, it took him 10 years to return to Florence to track down the damn apple. And then I was like, that's like the pacing issue, right? And now I hated this mission. I just hated this mission. I was so excited. I was like, oh yeah, we're back in Florence. Let's get this damn apple. And then you go with Machiavelli into Florence, and he's like, oh, so like the monk used the apple to really fuck shit up, and he just twisted everyone, like the people in high positions' minds, and then bent everything to his will and everything. And I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait for this entire, this section, this arc, right? I can't wait for this to unfold, just like, the previous areas. And then the game hits you with, assassinate these 9 targets right now.
Yep.
It doesn't even go through like a contextual story or anything. It was just, it was like such a rushed moment. There was no context, or at least there is context, but it's so fast. It's like, this guy does this, go kill him. This guy does this, go kill him. And it's 9 damn targets.
That's a lot.
And I was like, it was just so repetitive. It was so repetitive. I was hoping...
AC1 makes it's worse, because
thank God I didn't play that.
That game is that times 10, sort of. Like, it's all about just killing. I mean, you're assassinating.
I'm fine with it killing, but like they gotta set it up, right? They gotta set it up. Yeah. They literally said straight up, kill these 9 guys.
I think it's better in AC2 versus AC1, where it felt like very copy and paste.
This was basically copy and paste. It was like straight up, you gotta go kill these 9. That's it. There's no like story development or anything in between. It's just kill these 9 people.
Yeah.
And it's not in one mission where, okay, you can go in, just kill him, and then move on to the next one. No, it's 9 individual damn missions that I have to go in and sync to them. Oh.
Yeah, they take a long time.
And like, it's just so, it just killed me. It just killed me, man. It killed me doing it. And then, like right after that, he gives it, he gets the apple back. He gives some corny speech about how, I was.
Wait, who's the person that had apple again?
It was some fucking monk. It was a monk who was missing a ring finger or something.
Oh, it wasn't the Pope. I forget. Is it the first game?
No. The Pope is also, it's the very end though. That's when you go to Rome. That's another problem I have. Okay. So in Florence,
that's the funniest thing.
Is the 9 damn assassinations. I hate that part. But right after I got that done, okay. Right after that, you gotta go return to the villa. And then the game is like, actually, Ezio collected all the codex pages, so if you didn't collect the codex pages, you gotta go collect them now. Yeah. So after I killed the 9 guys in Florence, the most repetitive ass shit, I have to go find the damn codex pages, which in my opinion, I thought it was just extra shit.
Yeah.
I thought it was just extra, like I didn't, so I literally had to go, I became the most wanted man in all of Italy, because I had to literally break into a room guarded by 3 to 4 guards, just to get a fucking piece of paper, and I had to do it over and over. I had to do it like I think 10 times.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I returned to the villa. I put all the damn codex pages up, and then I rearranged them, and it showed the map of the world. And then like, bro, I can't even recall what exactly happens, but basically everyone determined that we gotta go to Rome and kill the Pope. they determined we gotta go to Rome and kill Rodrigo Borgia, the Pope, and that he wants to unite the Apple of Eden and the staff, and he wants something in Rome. So then Ezio goes to Rome, and I thought it was gonna be like new area, a new area. We go to Rome. I was completely wrong. In fact, it was probably the most strangest part of the entire game, in my opinion, aside from returning to Florence and getting those 9 assassinations. It's like, so you go to Rome, you climb up a wall, and then you're walking along a giant, like, it's like a bridge road. It's like a giant gated bridge road, and you're just walking down it, and all you do is you're just fighting groups of guards and enemies until you get to a building. You pull like 2 switches, and then you're on top of the church, and Rodrigo Borgia is giving his, the Pope is giving his speech, and then you try to assassinate him. And okay, the part leading up to it was just lazy in my opinion. It was just, there's like nothing, it's just you're killing a bunch of guards to get to the Pope. And I thought like compared to like the rest of I thought like it would be a lot, cooler. Instead you're literally just going across a road, like a bridge, just fighting a bunch of guys. And then you try to assassinate the Pope, but then the Pope's like, psych bitch. And then he pulls out his magic wand, and then
that's a fun battle, just because
that is fun. But I wish they gave me, a bit more context to how Ezio learned to use the apple and all of this. I just feel like there's a lot of context They just needed to really flush it out, but
yes, he's met the.
I felt like I was just watching a storyboard happening rather than like a story
Plus,
actually happening.
You don't really learn about the original people, where the apple
Inu
comes
or
from.
whatever.
Yeah, until like 3. 3 they go into it a lot more, but
it was just so like
actually,
fast, and I was like,
there's
what the
2
hell is going
separate
on?
people, or there's
Yeah,
2
yeah.
separate like there's the good one that you talk to as Desmond,
I'll
and
be honest,
as whoever.
whatever you're mentioning, I'm not gonna have any idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're not brought up, I think, until 3. I don't remember the.
So like, cause like, man,
Because 2 doesn't. 2 is like the apple's present and stuff because it's present in the first one, but.
Yeah, so like Ezio pulls the apple out, makes 5 different clones of himself, and I'll be honest, I kind of fucked up I'll be honest, I kind of ruined it. I didn't think I ruined it, but like I probably did ruin the final fight for myself. You're supposed to fight him. I had 20 throwing knives on me, and I was like, fuck it, so I just threw the throwing knives at the Pope.
Oh, you knifed him.
I literally just threw, like, while all the clones were attacking him, I literally stood back and threw throwing knives at him.
And you just murdered him that way. You pelted him.
And then I heard about how you fist fight the Pope, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't a fist fight. I was literally just beating up an old fat man. I literally just beat him. I literally just beat him over and over. He never got hit in, because
I can concur.
When I beat him up, I just grabbed him, and then I beat him more, and then when he fell, I just beat him. It's just over and over. I never fist fought the Pope. It wasn't a fist fight. It was a decimation. It was a one-sided battle. And then like he opens up the weird thing. Basically, in my opinion, it's a good game, and the story's good. But I was just under the impression that it was really like it was a lot more.
Plus, the combat is so different from everything now.
The combat at first, I really liked it, but then I also I gotta be honest, it got really repetitive.
Get slightly.
It got really annoying, especially when you're fighting against armored dudes or like.
That takes 10 years.
Oh my fucking god!
Because it's a repetitive system when you're fighting armored dudes. By the way, that's why in that game I think I just bought an axe and went for heavy attacks throughout the whole game.
Well, here's the thing too. I
bought big swords.
I barely bought anything new.
You didn't? I bought so much stuff.
No, I bought the falchion. I bought the cestus.
Oh, I love in that game, the old games, like the medicine person has the old school, the witch, like the, a mask.
Yeah, like the plague doctor.
Yeah, the plague doctor. Yeah, you could buy up to 5, like, health things or something like that.
I bought up to 15.
Or what? I think maybe it was 15 in total, but it's been a minute.
But yeah, I only got the falchion. I bought
I remember that pack.
I mainly ran around with leather armor most of the game until I got the armor of Altair.
Oh, you did? I don't think I unlocked any of the secret stuff. I never played long enough afterwards.
You think of the armor of Altair?
Is that the one in the...
The one where you have to do the 6 tombs?
I probably didn't.
Don't you have to,
though? If I did, then I got it, but I meant the other stuff, the ones...
Like the Auditor, what's his...
the crazy-looking armor that you can get via, like, the puzzles, and you have to, like, unlock all the...
The crazy armor puzzle?
Like, in the villa, like, locked away.
You get the seals? That's the armor of Altair.
Oh, is that what that is? I probably never did it. I don't know.
Don't you have to get the ending?
I beat the game, so maybe I did that, but there was other stuff locked away. Other armor, I think.
I don't know. I only
saw... It was like a gold one or something. There was like a...
Yeah, it was all the armor of Altair.
Oh, that is it? Oh, then I must have got it then.
Yeah,
I don't remember getting it.
I beat the game. 6 tombs. You just run through the 6 tombs, and then you get the seals, and then you put them in.
Maybe that's... Yeah, you only get it at the end.
No, I got it, like, right after, like, in the middle of Venice.
Oh, okay.
As soon as the tomb opened up, I went and explored.
Were the tombs the main story, though? Do you have to...
No, that was side.
Oh, then I
thought, I could have sworn, I saw people say you had to do the tombs because you needed the armor of Altair to proceed.
I don't remember.
It's like a codex thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I just don't remember needing it.
I don't know, but so like, what was it?
But yeah, how you feel about the combat overall?
At first, I liked it, but then it just got really
Like you said,
repetitive.
yeah.
Especially when like the guys were just. I was expecting it to be like Shadow of War.
Oh.
I really liked the combat.
Well,
I thought it was really fun. When I
this
saw it,
combat
like
system is like this until way later, like where you counterattack everything, or you hit, or you.
well, I mean, honestly, all you had to do was just counterattack and then you'd win. But it was so like.
Yeah, you're
It was
just
just
sitting there
repetitive in
pressing
my.
one button there.
It was just repetitive in my opinion. I just didn't.
I will say I love hacking people though. If I have a heavy weapon,
I never
it's
used
like
the
a
heavy.
bullet.
I stuck with like I bought the falchion, and then I stuck with that until I got the sword of multi-air.
I stuck with freaking the heaviest stuff just because I love the feeling of like the gravity of hitting someone.
But then like
I forgot the Altair stuff was in that because he's a big component of Revelations.
I went from like 7 of the little health bar things to like
Yeah.
20 when I got the armor because I wasn't really upgrading my armor that much. I bought the leather stuff and that's it.
How'd you feel about the parkour though?
I thought it was pretty solid. I thought sometimes it was clunky though.
Sometimes I got annoyed at like those missions inside like that building, that big where you have to be like on top the whole time, like trying to find it was like a chest or something, some secret medallion. I don't remember.
Yeah, to get the armor.
Maybe it was the armor or the two.
Yeah.
But that type of stuff, I liked and disliked only because that was the longest period of any part of the game for me. Is just doing that because it's just a gigantic. Like these rooms are just huge, these buildings, and it's cool, like the scenery, but actually climbing and maneuvering takes forever.
Yeah. And then
and that could be a me thing, or it could just be
no, because like a part of me did feel that kind of dread, like oh shit.
just because it takes forever those parts. That's
yeah,
like
it's
and then if I ever
sometimes yeah, so if you fall and you gotta do it all over again.
it's over. The day goes over.
Or like sometimes like okay, I hate it when I have to run across like a rope line or something. Cause then he peeks off the edge and then he mantles off the edge instead of running across.
Yeah.
Or I feel like like
it's a little glitchy, or not glitchy, but
it's a
you
bit
don't know
like
if you're gonna
it's a bit
fidgety. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it's just
you'll be aiming at where you want to
clunky.
go, but he hits somewhere else.
Or like the high. Okay, another problem I have. It's not that bad, but when it happens, it's pretty bad. The high grab.
Yes, I think
The high mantle. When you have to like manually hit circle, he leaps up a bit, and then if it's something like, and then you have to manually hit circle, and then he. So I absolutely hate when it's the game messing up. It's not me messing up. I know for a fact. He keeps whiffing, like he can reach up to this a ledge, right? But it just not he keeps whiffing and it's not registering. But when you hit circle to mantle, the circle carries over, so he whiffs it and he doesn't mantle, but the circle is the input still stays, so then he drops off the ledge straight up. So instead of like jumping up, doing a high mantle, he whiffs the mantle, and then he just drops off to his death and falls to the ground.
Yep.
I hate that. I also
Revelation adds to the mantling, like you get a hook.
Does it ever get better?
It does, because at least Revelations I love because you get a hook that extends your mantling and it makes it quicker going up buildings.
Okay, and then
and you can on the rope you can slide on ropes with the hook.
Oh, that's cool.
I did that. Like, it's like Infamous, but like you're sliding from the hook instead of with your feet. But
that must be some durable ass hook.
For like 180.
And it doesn't bend? Oh my god.
It doesn't bend.
It takes 160, 70 pound man. It doesn't bend. That's
also his armor alone is probably like 60 something pounds.
That's the thing, like, and it doesn't bend. all of his weight on this one fucking hook. That's crazy.
I will say, Ezio in Revelations for me has like the most aura. I love his outfit, the dark clothes. Represent like each outfit represents his period of life, which I love. Like you have the original outfit, which is super Italian, which is and then you have his most people's favorite era, his Brotherhood era, and then, but the Revelations. A lot of people they don't. I don't know. I love it because it looks like fur, like it's a dark gray. Like no other assassin has dark gray that I can think of. Like there's like you have Arno who has like blue, like a dark blue, which comes close. But the early games, they had like the light colors for most of them, which I'm surprised looking back for being an assassin.
Actually, something else I also hated. I low key kind of hated Venice. I hated Venice because of the water.
Oh yeah.
Because if I fall in the water, it just slows everything. No, you don't die. He can swim. But the thing is, if I try to climb up, occasionally this happens. When I try to climb up, it doesn't let me climb up all the way, and instead, he just jumps right back into the damn water. Like he leaps so far into the water again.
The boats are in that game, right? The little
I hate driving
the river boats. Yeah.
I
think AC1 you die if you fell in the water.
Yeah, you can't swim.
Yeah, sadly, Altair the Greatest cannot swim. Yeah.
I was pretty surprised though. Okay, I've been talking. It sounds like I've been talking a lot of shit about the game, but I do like you know, the attention to detail. Like if you buy like throwing knife pouches, they show up on the character. If you buy armor, they show up on the robes.
Yeah. I like the customization for the time.
I really like all that. I like the gameplay for the most part.
Did you change your color of your
outfit? I only changed it once because I got the Medici cloak, and which is all red, and I was like, that doesn't really look that good.
I think I made like an all red outfit.
I used like the bonus edition one. It was like black and red. It was like mainly black. Because it looked really good with the Medici, but then I got the Altair cloak, and then I just stuck with that.
So it just works, the Altair one.
Yeah, I like the Altair outfit.
It's like the most simple because of the time period. Like it's just his garb as an assassin.
Yeah.
Compared to every other assassin has something about their history that's involved with the making of their outfit, like the Italian inspiration behind Ezio's, and then you look at Connor's, and then everything else. While Altair of the time is just like the garb that they had.
Yeah.
Which I love. It's like so simplistic. And he's not even the earliest assassin, based on the games.
Yeah, but like, I was also surprised when you were playing as Altair. I was like, holy shit.
You do an AC2?
Yeah. It was like a weird dream sequence.
See, I don't even remember that. I thought you only play as him in Revelations afterwards.
You play as him like one damn time, and then like I think he has different animations too. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, Revelations continues Altair's story past the first game.
I see.
Which is amazing. He's an older man.
But yeah, I mean, like the game's good. I like it. It's just, I'll be honest. I mean, it might be my fault because like I had the wrong expectation. But like everyone, like whenever I heard people mention like AC2, they just put on like a really high pedestal. But like
because of those games, like, and I'm talking about of those Assassin's Creeds, at least the early ones, like those were the game. Like that was the highlight.
Yeah.
Looking back, yeah, you could see like how things are, repetitive / not good in those areas, but especially at the time versus now, people. I sometimes it can be a slog just because of the decade plus it's been, and you try to play a game like that, and you have to get used to it. The mechanics, the simplistic aspect nature of it.
Yeah, but then also like the story, the pacing of the story was just crazy in my opinion. Cause like in my head, at most all this stuff happened in 5 years.
You know what's funny? People joke about how the acting, like, they finally did like voices of like what they're meant to be, while Altair is just like a white guy.
I've never heard of Altair. I don't know what he sounds like.
When he talks, you're like, oh, where are you from, my guy? Where are you from? He talks in the most generic way. He has a cool voice, but like looking back, I'm like, oh yeah, he doesn't sound like where he's from.
So doesn't sound.
He sounds like a modern guy from America.
It's the apple of Eden, bro. Actually, I did notice that. I like how
it corrupts. Absolutely.
What's they called? The ancestor or whatever, the lady. Speak in an American accent.
Well, I mean, it helps to convey what she has to say.
Yeah, before America was ever founded. Before the American accent was developed from, English. Yep. She had it.
Yep. She's been around. She's like a hologram at this point.
That's crazy. Yeah, the American accent was always there.
I do like the modern day too, because in the first one, you don't know anything. You're just a test subject. Your number's
17, I think.
Yeah, you're not 16, 17, and you're with Abstergo because the whole thing, the Animus Project was Abstergo, and then you break out, go into 2 in that little area, whatever you want to call that little apartment place, with the British guy, I forget his name, and the other girl with the headphones.
Yeah, I forgot I forgot their names too, to be honest.
Yeah, and they're a cool sidekick. Like they show up throughout the series more and more, but and then Desmond's dad, something Miles, that guy's a jerk. That guy's a jerk. But then you learn about Desmond because he comes from just being like a bartender, and then I guess he got kidnapped. I don't remember how he actually got into the Abstergo program.
I don't know anything. I just play AC2.
Well, I'm trying to remember AC2's like because you have to you eventually have to run or infiltrate. I don't remember. There's parts of AC2 that... there was a companion movie for AC2, by the way. That,
where it goes after Giovanni.
I think. Yeah, I don't know if you were watching.
Cool. I saw a bit of it.
I'm like, that was so much better than the AC movie with Magneto.
I was always under the impression that what's it called?
If you watch that movie before playing the games, I mean, they get the fundamentals of what's happening, sort of, but the way it is so different.
Yeah, but I don't know. I was always under the impression that like
you could use that guy's outfit, by the way, in the later games.
Yeah.
Which his outfit is like a brown outfit. It's pretty cool actually. You go like some Spanish era.
Giovanni?
No, I'm talking about the movie, the Assassin's Creed movie.
You're talking about the new one with Magneto. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You can use his outfit. It's in the newer games. You can pick it. Which I actually do like his outfit. So in the game, it's actually nice. It's a brown. I think it's like the Spanish like Civil War or something. I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah.
Which is funny because he's also a white guy, but.
Well, I mean, aren't Spaniards considered white?
Well, I meant it's more funny because like Michael Fassbender, he goes into the Animus and he's still him instead of whoever his ancestors meant to be. I guess you still see Michael Fassbender's face. I'm like, is your ancestor you? I'm like, it's yours.
Of course, bro.
I'm gonna play those games now. I'm so it's been so long.
I mean, like, I don't know. I mean,
are you gonna get into Brotherhood then soon?
Yeah, I gotta start Brotherhood soon.
Yeah, they say the greatest of the trilogy, but
really,
I still love.
I don't know. I'm kind of worried now because people say AC2 is like the best
of the trilogy. People love Brotherhood the most. Overall.
Yeah, people love Brotherhood because of the mechanics, right? But like also, the story is
you're
AC2.
In one city. You're in one city in Brotherhood.
Yeah, you're in Rome,
which is huge. Like it's big.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like having multiple cities.
Yeah, I like the idea.
I like the idea, but I mean, on execute, it was kind of a hassle to travel back and forth.
Damn this horse! Why won't you go faster?
I hated riding horses in that game. I hated it so much.
It was an AC1 as well.
Well, I mean, like in AC2, like, cause like People consider that like the best one, right? The best one in terms of story.
I think it's hard to tell because when people bring
Because
up
when
the
I
AC
talked to
games,
John, he said like, that's the best one in terms of story. This is the best it ever gets.
no, because I still think
I
like
know you like AC3.
well, no, I'm talking about the Ezio part. I still
Oh,
think Revelations is the best. It might not
okay.
be the best in regards to like the missions themselves, like and the actual like story beats in regards to like newer characters, but Ezio's like everything revolving around him from his past to his present. Then, it's an amazing ending for like
Okay.
the closing for Ezio. I'm like, this is amazing. Plus, it has to do with Altair and how they're related. Like, not, but like, like them together throughout the story. And you'll
Yeah.
see once that and like, there's some cool, like, just, they expand on like animus stuff and like just a lot happens in that game. A lot that I love.
Yeah.
And they have that closing. I don't know if you ever seen that clip of like that Ezio thing from like that. It's either like a PSP game or something, the animation where Ezio's even older than Revelations
Yeah,
era,
yeah. They're
and
like
it's where he
Chinese.
dies. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when he actually passed away.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Plus Ezio's story is connected to AC3.
Isn't it like AC Embers or something?
It's, I think it might be called that.
I
Yeah,
think
it's a Chinese one. Yeah.
mentioned. It was mentioned in
But in AC3, he's mentioned too, Ezio, like with what the assassin you talked to, Achilles.
yeah.
He brings up Ezio's cloak or something, or about Ezio and the
Don't they?
assassin's
Yeah, yeah. Don't
order.
they bring up like Ezio's Brotherhood or something?
Yeah, I think they bring up that part, which is cool. I'm like, oh, so this is how it connects. But that's like years later. That's like 200 years, right? You're in the 1500s by the end of Revelations, and then it's
Yeah.
1776, 75. So,
But like,
I guess if you want to say that the best story, here's the thing. I know the story beats the Brotherhood, but I still have to play it. So, but I get what you mean by the later half of AC2. It is a slog, like sort of story wise and also
no,
gameplay
it's not
wise.
like okay. My problem with the story second half is like it's so it goes at such a fast pace.
Yeah.
Like there's
Well, I think in that game, I didn't care as much about killing certain people because of like you said, like you don't like it doesn't give you enough like beforehand to like feel good about the like when you even when you got to that point about the 9, you're like
the 9. I just hate it. I just hated
yeah,
that
you're
game.
like what gives you're like what
I was like, what the hell am I like? What the?
is this just filler at this point? Is this just
It felt like filler. I was like, what the fuck is
yeah?
this?
I
I
will
thought
say
like I
the
thought like we were
strongest
gonna.
beats is like the first half. Like
That's what I was saying. Yeah, the
when you
strong.
meet
It's so strong in
characters,
the first half.
when you meet all those characters and how they're connected and like the repertoire between all of them, like it's amazing. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. But the
Yeah,
more you go into like finding out like your true main guy that you're after, well, I think you already knew, but and then the Apple V and stuff, like I like those things, but I think the way it's presented is slightly.
I think like it just
Yeah,
got. It went so fast after
I get what you mean. Yeah,
like halfway through Venice, and then it was like the timing too. Like, oh, it's been 10 years, and then 10 more years. Like right after like what's it called? He loses the apple and the monk gets it. 10 years
yeah.
passed. What was he doing in those 10 years?
Things. I mean, if you go on a boat, it might take you 10. No, he
In
doesn't. But
Italy, he's in Italy.
I know, I know. That means he's wait. So 10 years passed.
So
So
okay,
how many 10
at the end of
years?
the game, he's like early 40s.
That's crazy. I forget about that. No wonder. Yeah, because
When he returns to Florence, he's 38.
by Brotherhood, he's like he's up there.
When he first fights Rodrigo Borgia and everyone meets up with him, he's like
Yeah,
28.
yeah, yeah. He's so young in the beginning, and then by
I
the end,
didn't I didn't even know like what was going on. Like I was like, what the fuck? It's been that long? Like
what
again,
have you
I
been
thought like
doing?
at most, I thought like by the time you got to apparently when you got to he stayed like 6 years in Venice. I thought he stayed there at most like a couple months. So I was like, what the hell? Like,
that's pretty crazy.
So I mean, the pacing in the story was okay. I think if the story was paced better, it would be, you know, I don't know. It's just.
What would you have a rating for it, or your overall feeling?
My overall, I'd say it's like a 7 out of 10.
That's not bad.
It's not the no. It's not bad. It's just I was expecting a lot more because of what I've been hearing from people. I thought it had like. I thought it's just, I don't know. I thought it was like a lot more like fleshed out. But I mean, the beginning was so well done, and then like. God, I don't know. Like the more I think about it, like it's so weird. Because like right after you do like those 3 assassination missions for Mario, what you get on a boat to go you go back to Florence, and then you go to that one place real quick, and then you go to Venice, right? Am I missing something?
You might be. I don't have it pulled up. I haven't played the game in 8 years.
I mean, it's you know it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Like it's just I don't know. People really made it seem like I don't know. I just had different expectations considering what I heard from people.
People have a very tight, like the moment the newer games came out, like the crappier Assassin's Creeds, like they held more dearly towards the ones that were the best at the time. And I'm not saying they're still not. It's just more so that there's perks to these newer ones that at least some of them have actually like the pacing / writing works in some of these newer ones. But then when you look at this one, I think like as a game, even with those faults, like it's still pretty good. It's still
it's still pretty good. It's just I thought it was like
those faults still exist. But it doesn't. For me, it like
I thought it was gonna hold that tone in the beginning throughout the entire game. Like in my opinion, I feel like when the Rome part just sucked.
Yeah.
I think when he returns to Florence, it just sucked.
I just liked his voice acting throughout the whole thing.
Oh yeah, it's a great cast, but it's just the story we just went like after the half of Venice happened, it just
Ezio's personality was pretty amazing.
Ezio, I wish I saw more like.
Well, I mean,
you don't really see him change as a character that much.
No, but which is weird because like 20+ years.
That's the thing. Like I didn't know he was like late 20s, and then like 30s.
He becomes like more.
I mean, his voice changes kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, he becomes crazy stoked by the end. Like he sees things from like a rear view position, and he understands. Like he really truly becomes like a master assassin.
Yeah, actually.
But you don't get those aspects yet until you progress.
I do have a problem with the ending.
What part of it?
It's the same problem I have with The Last of Us.
Oh.
How are you gonna kill like all these people to get to that one guy, and then you just don't kill him?
Oh yeah.
Like, no, killing you won't bring my family back. So you just let him go? This guy didn't just kill your family. He's trying to take over the damn world for power.
I think Origin Spike, does kill his son's killer.
Well, I mean, like that's the thing. He killed all these people for the past 20 years. Yeah. And he gets to the guy and he doesn't kill him?
Yeah, I guess that does take you out of...
And then he says, no, killing you won't bring my family back. It's not about your family at this point. I mean, just take the
20 years removed.
Just take the damn revenge and just kill him. Like, stop him for, like, you literally killed hundreds of people to get to this guy, and
it's
now you're not gonna kill him?
It's for the order.
So I just hated that. I just have to call it out. I don't like that.
I find that funny about his family, but 20 years removed.
Yeah,
like, you have changed. You have changed, my man. You have changed since then. Or you should have.
I don't know. You don't really see his character arc that much throughout the game. I mean, the only character arc he had was like he doesn't want to run away anymore, and like he's no longer disrespectful to.
I like the facial expressions in the beginning, like when his parents die, and like when he's like screaming, like like pretty emotive. It's pretty.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
That monologue when that first is I will always love. It's always one of those coolest monologues.
That's the thing, though. Like, I mean, I was really expecting. I was really expecting that throughout the entire game, but it just never really,
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I am kind of disappointed. I just didn't expect the second half to be like that.
Well, I'm excited for your journey, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into Brotherhood now.
I think Brotherhood's longer. I think.
Really? Okay. All right.
I could be wrong, but I can look it up.
Do you think Brotherhood is better? Well, in story? Everyone says like Brotherhood is better in gameplay, but I don't know.
I do like this. Okay, I haven't fully played it, but I do know the story, and I know how it ends. Therefore, I'll say I do like the story of Brotherhood, but I think I still like 2 though.
Which one do you like more?
I think I like 2 though, still more.
Okay.
I have a more of an affinity towards 2, just because of from beginning to end though. Even with the parts you were saying that were not as fleshed out properly.
Yeah, I'm still like that. That final stretch, just like it sunk the game. Like it sunk my view of the game. That final stretch.
I think I just like his initial journey, overarching journey, the best of the series. Just because it does get better. Even though most people do not like Revelations, they think it's the weakest. I think I can see there's parts of Revelations where I can see why maybe, but even then, like, I think it's like Ezio at its best, and it's just Brotherhood's a weird one because like people look at it like it's like the golden child. It's like it's the greatest of it all. Plus, it intertwines those people, the Apple people more like near
Steve Jobs and Tim Cook.
They come in and Ezio actually like sees. It's funny when Ezio sees these people versus Desmond, because like your ancestors also see them.
Oh yeah, he was like, "What the hell are you talking about? Who is Desmond?" Wait, and then she got so mad. She's like, "Stop interrupting me." Wait,
I don't understand. What's with this? Like, that's the funniest dialogue. I'm like, why are you telling him this stuff? Like, why is this bringing that?
That was so trippy too. It was like, actually, the sun's gonna blow up. That's the real problem. That's the real reason behind the war. The sun's gonna blow up.
It's just like, what are these concepts? Like, what the fuck are you talking?
No, I just straight up like how like at the end the Templars are the least of our worries. It's the sun. The sun's gonna blow up. What the hell?
I don't know if you're meant to take this serious. It's pretty funny, but.
But like that's literally what they said it was. It was like it's just as I feared. The sun's gonna blow up. Like, what the?
Yeah,
that's like China and the tariffs. The sun's gonna blow up. Like, we're all Menendez. The sun's gonna blow up.
You know what's crazy about Menendez? This is a side tangent, but I think I brought it up, but that actor was in Daredevil for like a couple episodes.
Oh really?
And I didn't even know it. He was in a couple episodes as White Tiger. And then it said his name.
I hope they added White Tiger to Marvel Rivals. I hope they added Ava.
Oh yeah. By the way, she's actually in the show too, as young, like the niece. Yeah,
that's cool.
But the whole time, like, this guy sounds familiar, but it's not because in the game, like
you will live your life
it's more
in
of
absolute suffering.
it's a heavier. It's sad that he passed away 2 years ago.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah.
But the whole time watching the show, I was like, man, this sounds so familiar. I'm like, this boy, and then it said his name in the credit, and I looked it up, like,
Juan Menendez.
I only was like, it's Menendez. My dad's like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, you don't understand. I'm like he had to. He had. He's the craziest freaking villain of all time. He had an actual vendetta that made sense.
Here's the thing, like they somehow he worked. He normally if they did something like that now, it would not work. But
it worked because
he worked somehow.
His storyline made or his revenge storyline at
least. They did something that if you did now, people would hate.
Well, us the good guys doing something bad.
No, like you introduce a completely new character, and then he like offs one of the main characters, and then he eclipses the other characters in terms of villainy.
Does that happen before or after you learn about what happens to his daughter?
I mean, his sister.
It was his sister.
Yeah.
I thought it was his daughter. The age difference was.
It's his sister.
This whole time I thought it was his daughter.
No.
She was really young though. Oh yeah.
I don't even know how you can tell. She's like disfigured.
No, she was. Didn't you see her not or in the or maybe you never saw her?
Yeah, you see her when she's disfigured.
Oh.
And you see a photo of her when she's younger.
Yeah. I think he was. The funny thing is, he's like 10 times better than Black Ops 1 villains. Like, they're cool, but,
I don't know. I kind of like Black Ops 1 villains.
But you get more out of.
Okay, I'll be honest. Yeah. Menendez is a lot more fleshed out, yeah.
That's what I meant. Like, I'm not saying I just meant the fleshed out aspect that they did better in Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, Kravchenko, like, there's some good villains. There's some.
Kravchenko.
It's like a trio with like in that first mission where when you're on the ground as Mason, you see all three or two, whatever, stand right above.
Yeah, near the
by the ship, the
Bazooka or whatever.
Yeah, which became
Fidel Castro.
Wasn't that the ship? By the end, you find out like
the number station.
Yeah.
Man,
how come that made that game so amazing? And then like,
and all the new games suck.
Like what was in the coffee back then? Like,
I don't know. That's the thing. That's a lot of that's with a lot of stuff now.
But that's some like deep writing. Like they put a lot of effort into.
Yeah.
That's like some movie writing right there. Black Ops 2 the same thing. I feel like that was a good script. Black Ops 3. I think
Black Ops 3 was okay. It's just.
It's very
it's just not as good as
very out there. Very out there. So you have to keep looking back to understand more and more every time. Which is a cool concept, but it doesn't feel fleshed out the first time through. Therefore you're like, did I feel like I got anything out of this? But I actually like Black Ops 3 more than Cold War or I do like Black Ops 6, but I think Black Ops 3 story is just such a crazy, like, concept piece. Like, that almost has nothing to do with Black Ops to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like, by the end of it, you're like, whoa, what the frick am I
doing? It was like about, like, yeah, I mean.
Like, I felt like they had, like, a crazy script. They were like, just add it to the campaign for this game.
Yeah, I thought I was, like, one of the only people that actually kind of liked the campaign.
I thought the end was insane. I was like, this is it was like some Inception type of crap.
Yeah, but I think people didn't really like it because it just wasn't. Black Ops.
You go from Black Ops 2 to this, you're like, oh, where's my character?
Yeah. But like after that, like the story really just took a nosedive.
Well, Black Ops 4 didn't even have they had like those.
Well, but they tried to tie it in weirdly. It was like, oh, actually, these are the daughters of Section.
The granddaughter of somebody who was like.
It was Mason's granddaughter.
Yeah. And I'm like, what? But no one would have noticed because it's not actual campaign missions. So.
Yeah, it was just weird. And then
Cold War did Cold War.
Cold War isn't bad. It's just not as good as the other ones.
It just doesn't feel as
I think Cold War is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Black Ops 6, I just fucking hate.
I guess I could see why. I thought it was. It did feel like a Fast and Furious movie looking back.
I feel like an offshoot more than anything. It just wasn't good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess the main, what was the main character again? What's his name?
Case? I mean, maybe if they went a bit more in on him. I like Case, but I don't care about any other
No, not Case. I meant, the black guy.
Fuck, I forgot his name though.
Like, I didn't really care about him that much. Like,
I don't care about anyone, yeah.
Yeah, of course, Case, cause, like, by the way, you barely know anything afterwards. I'm guessing that's a seasonal thing, but
I don't know.
With all the
I just don't know.
With all the stuff about him, and then like, it ends with
you don't even know if he's alive, and then what's it called?
Them saying, like Blur,
and then like the entire like, I almost said Perseus, the Pantheon.
Yeah, it starts with a P. It might as well be Perseus.
It's just so stupid in my opinion. Like,
it's a little,
I was really
excited about. I like Case just because what you could do with that type of character because you don't know anything still,
Yeah, I feel like, and then like Woods just wasn't acting like Woods.
Yeah, he felt weird. He felt like, I don't know.
They just put him in there.
He was more accepting of things. Like he just was like down to earth.
I don't know. Like I feel like they just put him in there just to, hey, it's a Black Ops game. But if you took Woods out, man, Adler was barely in the game too, to be honest. Like,
and Adler, the whole time you're like,
I thought it would be a sequel to Cold War, but really it's just
the whole time you're thinking like, is he gonna do something? He does nothing in that game.
Yeah.
He's out there and you hear that Adler's doing this, Adler's doing that.
It's like they tried to introduce. I just didn't like the new characters they introduced.
This game felt like a Mission Impossible.
It felt like a shoot off. It felt like actually you're right.
Like Mission Impossible meets like I'm just trying to think of like.
But it's not even that big. It's like
that's true, man.
It's so stupid. Like, oh, there's a splinter group within the CIA, and they're trying to take over. It's so dumb. And they have all this money and funding, and they got these helicopters, and nobody knows about them.
I do like the mine stuff just because I like those type of story beats, but I didn't really care about. I guess the woman, the one in charge, the one that infiltrate with the serum.
Yeah.
I like that stuff, but like in the grand scheme of the actual story with her, yeah, I guess it does fall flat. Because I hear about her.
I just don't care.
But that type of things I like. It's just the way they implemented it into the game with all the serums and like they barely like it's there, but the whole time you're like, I still don't understand anything. You didn't explain it.
Yeah.
Like the campaign ends and you're like, was I meant to get anything out of that? Like, is it just the seasonal stuff? Like, you watch the seasonal stuff, you're like,
I don't even know what's happening. I think the current season is like, it's like going backwards in time.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I'm just
because Hudson's alive and like he's like the Pantheon's always been here. They've even been at the number station. I'm like, what the fuck?
Which voice actor is it? The one from
it's a new guy. It's a completely new guy too.
Oh my god. I like the one from Cold War. I thought he was like.
I liked him too, but they got a completely different guy now.
I thought the guy from Cold War sounded just like the one from the first game.
Yeah, me too.
I still can't believe
this one kind of sounds a bit more like what's his face from Black Ops 2.
Oh, Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
Batman?
Kind of sounds yeah.
That guy sounded like Michael Keaton made Hudson like a crappy character.
Yeah, this guy sounds more like Michael Keaton.
Well, to be honest, I think Hudson into like what happened, like he was just
nerfed.
Yeah, he was like they were talking about like they have like tutorials, like
yeah. They turned him into a bitch for some reason.
I'm like, what happened to the Hudson that was like so demanding of
why can't you remember?
Forgot this. Let me get egos into the room.
You're not A traitor.
Seems like that will forever be in my head. Wait, who was the other guy in the room? Like
Weaver.
Oh, it was Weaver. Okay.
Weaver is so different now. Weaver and Hudson was so like badass.
Well, now Weaver's in.
He's the zombies now, but he's like a completely different character. He's like, it's that bastard Richtofen.
Oh, he finally found out what he did to Richtofen's family.
Oh, I killed him. I'm like, okay. Oh, okay. I don't give a fuck.
Him and Samantha, I guess, or something.
I killed your family.
Yeah, you could. I'm gonna be honest. I wish it wasn't played out like that. Because I'm like, why would you do it like that? Like in a 2-second. Like Richtofen's like, did you know?
You killed my family. Like,
he's like,
oh, come on. Fuck.
He was like, it was you.
When did this happen? What?
At the end of the last zombies mission map.
No, I'm talking about like when did they kill his family? Like,
it was before Cold War.
Yeah, so exactly. So I don't give a shit. I never even remember.
Because he's like, yeah, don't you get it? That's the reason why I recruited you with his freaking force test, whatever. Yeah. He's like, this is all like, don't you get it? I am trying to pick my family back. Like, I'm trying. And you pieces of it's like
it's so dumb. I don't know. It's so
I like
stupid. But I heard the new map is good.
Mad. The map is that it's a pretty. I was watching some gameplay. I like how besides the last map, the other two. No, I'm saying the other two though. Like, I like how
Citadel Terminus.
No, I meant the Citadel one.
Yeah.
And this map both have a boss that you automatically knew that was gonna be the boss, which is okay. Like, in Citadel, you saw that big giant guy, and you're like, that's the boss, he's coming out. And then this one, you saw the T-Rex, like, that's gonna be alive.
That's cool.
And, like, the T-Rex, when you fall into, like, a crater it creates, and Richtofen's, like, on top of the crater, he's like, I'll shoot from above, and you guys stop. And I'm like, wow, Richtofen. I'm like, wow.
The thing is, I don't like Black Ops 6, but I have to give them credit. The stuff right now is pretty interesting. And like apparently Warzone, I did play Warzone.
Oh, Verdansk, right?
Yeah, they toned down the movement and everything. It's a lot closer to Modern Warfare 2019. It's not 2019 at all, but it is closer and people are enjoying it. And I did have fun because I was playing casual. Casual was casual to a certain point.
Well, plus it helps they brought back a couple weapons.
Yeah, they brought back the HK433. Oh yeah, the HDR and then the Galil Ace.
When I think HDR, I think of just 2019. I mean, like that weapon will forever be in my head. I never really used it because I'm not a sniper, but I remember seeing it 1,000 times every time.
But like, it seems like Warzone is
people are excited just because they miss those TV whatever it's called. TV City or something. I don't remember.
TV station?
Station, yeah. I said city.
I hate TV station. I think Verdansk is a pretty solid map, and like
it just brings back memories.
Yeah, memories. I think it was a good map, and like right now it's pretty casual. Actually, it's so casual that the sweats are like the streamers are what seems to hate. They hate the game right now.
Yeah, good.
They're complaining.
But actually, that's bad because Call of Duty might.
No, that's good for us. I just hope they don't listen to streamers. Everyone's
they might though. They might.
That's the thing. Even like YouTubers are like saying, okay, do not listen to the streamers. Do not listen to the streamers.
Yeah,
everyone is trying to channel their voice and saying, don't listen to the streamers.
I wonder what Tim the Tatman feels.
I think he said something similar too. He's like,
has he played it yet? Because he's been just playing
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. By the way, he is like so intense with that game.
Yeah. I think have you seen like Ninja like just crashing out?
Because he sucks, yeah. He's me. Except I don't crash out.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Yeah, like he's like the
He's
healer. He's
because
playing Mantis, and he's trying to go up against a tank or something.
yes, because Tim even says you don't know how to play a team game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that feels like me. But except I don't crash out because I'm not on stream.
Yeah.
I don't have an audience to crash out to. I just have my friends.
If anything, it's your friends that crash out on you.
But I'm like, I'm surprised. I'm like, wow, I never know I would be so close to how Ninja feel or how Ninja feel.
You play like Ninja.
Which is not a good thing.
That's crazy, bro. That's
He got
crazy.
better though.
I don't know.
He must have. He plays it.
I've only seen him crash out.
Yeah.
I know he's absolutely scared of Venom. He's scared.
That's funny.
But
that comes out what, tomorrow? As of this recording.
Oh yeah, the update and Emma Frost comes out tomorrow.
I don't care about Ultron that much, but
I actually wouldn't mind. I'd rather play as Ultron than
he's a
any other strategist. Yeah.
So that means he can heal, or
yes, something like that
crazy.
At least.
That's weird. I would have never thought that at all. But
what if he has a team up with Iron Man?
He just becomes like him.
I am Iron Man.
I wish Iron Man could have like the Hulk Buster or something as his ult.
Oh, and then what's it called? Like the Hulk skin is Joe Fixit.
Oh, they did have that. Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
The
they got some orange. They got not an orange Hulk because that is a thing. It's a tag team with that.
I think Orange Venom is already in the damn game.
Yeah, but the only person that could have been orange would have been Hulk because there is an actual orange Hulk.
Well, actually, the Orange Venom came from Marvel v. Capcom.
That stinks. Because the color palette just is gross for Venom.
He's actually, what's it called? He's if,
I never played
if players, so the regular Venom is blue in that game.
Yeah, because he's like the
but if it's a mirror match, the second Venom is orange.
That's funny. That's interesting.
So that's where it came from.
Emma Frost is going to be interesting to play.
Emma Frost can choke slam literally almost everyone.
Yeah, which is a fun move.
She's going to be pretty crazy. I think.
I wonder if she's going to have nerfs like within the next month.
I don't even know. They're not even. They even said that they're not really keen on nerfs. But
yeah, the nerfs that they do have aren't like destroying characters. Like, they're pretty good at balancing, I think. They seem like they are. I don't play every character, but
yeah.
I just wonder what. I like the skins though. All the X-Men suits.
Oh yeah, the skins are. I really hope they do something well for Venom.
They should do. They should do like a. Trying to think, a season of like the Venom verse, or like
That's a thing, right? So like.
Except they have a map, like a symbiote map.
It has to be like a Eddie Brock, or like it's got to be something that's like.
It doesn't have to be Eddie though.
It doesn't have to because you got Space Knight and Agent Venom as skins.
And Spider-Man has skins that aren't him.
But that's the thing. Like, I mean, like it has to have his body type. Like it has to make sense for the body type of Venom.
You know what's funny about
the hulking Venom.
People forget that like the hulking Venom. People assume it's just the skin, but in reality, it's actually Eddie to a certain degree. In those early comics,
he literally got
just worked out. He worked out every second of his damn life so he can keep up. Well, he can keep up with the damn suit as well, but
yeah, so he can keep up with Spider-Man, right?
People forget that the early concept of Venom, he did not like. He wasn't like super strong or anything. It was just him in a suit. Like people forget, like the suit protected him, but like. It was still just Eddie underneath compared to Spider-Man, who actually has abilities, but that's because of the spider.
But didn't the symbiote take his abilities?
It did not. It fashioned a way of making webbing.
It copies him, right?
It only copied in the early days. It just copied it created webs and like it's durable, but beyond that, like he's not super strong. Like Eddie's still Eddie in the suit, and until they retcon stuff, and you know,
I know,
now
like
like
at
you
one point
wear,
he was able to go camouflage.
yeah, because the suit becomes any article of clothing
Oh, so every
slash
time he beats up Spider-Man back then, it was just Eddie Brock's raw strength.
yeah, like people forget those early, like when Eddie shows up and scares Mary Jane, those issues, it's just Eddie in a suit at the end of the day.
That's funny.
And then the weird part is the suit grows a mouth out of itself. It doesn't like form one around Eddie like it create, the first time you see like the suit create a mouth, Mary Jane says it grew it, which I'm like, that's a scary thought. I'm
Yeah.
And the tongue, that becomes complicated when people start adding tongues and teeth, because that's not Eddie's. That's not.
Yeah.
But you get into the weeds at a certain
I
point.
just like the first couple one, he just looks demented.
Well,
It's
the
just
Todd
sinister
McFarlane
looking.
one, sadly, is not my favorite because it gets better from there. Like the next version of Venom, the Larson one, where he has like the at a certain point, the green slot, like hit the long tongue,
Yeah.
like the crazy look to him. That's the cool one. While the original one was just a bulky Spider-Man.
But like how he smiles is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, his original smile is creepy, but it looks like a guy smiling, sort of, because it's still like a normal mouth-ish.
I think that's
The
like the
original.
scariest one, to be honest.
Yeah, because when it's more human-looking, it's
Yeah.
scary too. but as a design, though, I
Because
love
it
it.
literally looks like Uncanny Spider-Man.
Because I mean, that's all the suit knows.
It's like Spider-Man ridiculously jacked, and
This is what you look like.
he's got like a sinister looking face, and he's got teeth. What the fuck? Spider-Man with teeth?
It's crazy.
What the hell is going on?
When he runs in with him and he beats him with like a sonic gun, he I don't know, like something comes over him and he's like, oh my god, I can't believe like he just drops the sonic gun and just walks away from the fight after he defeats him the first time around. He doesn't even give it back to Reed Richards the sonic gun. He just drops it.
He drops it.
But he drops it and walks away, and Venom never touches it either. So somewhere in New York, there's a Venom like a sonic blaster.
That's the thing, though. I mean, like, I hope. I just don't know, like, what skins they can do for Venom.
Yeah, I mean, unless you just do like artist renditions.
I don't see them doing that though.
I know, because
everything seems like they take that and then like they put in the art style of Marvel Rivals, like the Rune King Thor.
Well, Peach Momoko, the Japanese artist, she is getting her skins adapted into Marvel Rivals.
Yeah,
of course.
I think one of them is Luna Snow.
Yes, or some of them are like Japanese influence.
Yeah.
They are, well, they're not one-to-one because it is in the Marvel Rivals, of course, graphic like design.
Yeah.
But it is adapted from those.
But like that's the thing, like that's like with any other design. But like when it comes to Venom, like
yeah, it's hard. You can't. There's a crazy amount of looking Venoms, but they're not drastically.
Because I mean, the only thing we got to gauge is like Space Knight is extremely accurate. Space Knight is extremely accurate, but then you look at Agent Venom, and they took some creative liberties. And then like Anti Venom, in my opinion, they completely botched it.
Yeah, there's this new one, which really pisses me off, sort of. I don't know if you heard about the reveal of Mary Jane being Venom.
Yeah, I don't like that one. The yellow Venom with the human teeth. I just don't like that at all.
The gold's cool, like gold and black's nice, but people, they don't know what to do with Mary Jane, and also Mary Jane.
Why do they have to do something with Mary Jane? Like,
okay, because she's had some of the worst. Let's just say Amazing Spider-Man in general has been in the gutter for a long time, and it's beyond like the infamous, Paul stuff. it's beyond that. It's like for the longest time, Mary Jane, like, they didn't know what to do. They gave her like, she became Jackpot, and she has like.
But do they have to do something with her?
It's more so that they don't know what to do because they're not married. They don't know what to do with her as a character anymore.
But that's the thing. She's just a Spider-Man character.
Yes, but they either want her to be with Spider-Man.
They want to be like her own character.
Yeah, because she's more than just a simple side character. After she is Mary Jane for the longest time, but
yeah, but like Mary Jane is like synonymous with Spider-Man.
I'm saying she's
that's up like there Lois Lane as Superman.
And yeah, she's up there with like
that's like Aunt May gotta be something.
Yeah. Well, Aunt May has never been anything besides dead, old, or married to Dr. Ock. Which is a weird time. But yeah, the weird thing is she has a weird, past with Venom. Because she is scared of the Venom symbiote because of it coming into the house. And she thought it was Peter in the black suit. And he was like, no.
It's me.
This line. It says like, Venom seeing Mary Jane first. It's actually an infamous line. If I can find let me find it.
Correct, madam.
It's scary. Where was it? Oh, I can't find it right now.
Honey, we're home.
Yeah, he says that.
He says that?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, honey, like we're home or something like that.
Oh, I was just making a joke.
And in that, Mary Jane recalls to Peter that he grew a mouth. It wasn't there. He grew. He grew.
Actually, that would be scary. Like a black suited Spider-Man that suddenly
yeah, because it's in the dark.
Teeth.
And he's like, and she's like, Peter, is that you? He's like, no. But honey, we're home. and in the dark, he just grows a mouth.
That is pretty scary.
And forever, she tells Peter, never wear the black suit. Because he made like a cloth one afterwards because he liked it.
Yeah. I wish they added in black suit Spider-Man.
Very, yeah, I know. Why is it not there?
I don't know. I hope they don't do. I feel like they're gonna do 2099 Venom. Oh, I really don't want 2099 Venom.
I forget what he looks like.
He's like Venom, but like with a white skull or something. He just looks weird.
Oh, okay. God damn it, anytime I type Mary Jane, it's all about the new one.
But like, I don't know how else they'll, I don't know.
Oh yeah, dude, he says some creepy stuff, when Spider-Man in the black suit meets Venom. He says, welcome to my neighborhood, Spider-Man. Could you be my neighbor? And then Spider-Man's like, this guy's nuts! It's like, he's just saying, what's his name? From, oh my god, what's that show? Where the guy says, would you be my neighbor? The famous guy. It's about that town, Mr. Oh my god. Mr. Rogers.
Oh, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers?
No, I never.
He's like, you never heard of that? Mr. Rogers?
I heard of Mr. Rogers, yeah. Like how he's a really nice guy.
It's a kid show, but like he would come into the house, he's like, would you be my neighbor? But, in Venom, he's sort of twisting it. He's like, could you be my neighbor? And Spider-Man to himself.
That's funny.
This guy is nuts. He's so nuts. He's saying Mr. Roger quotes. He's saying it's crazy that Eddie Brock became that buff.
It's crazy how far he's gone. Now he's like, now like Venom used to be like the antithesis of Spider-Man, but now he's grown into like his own character.
Oh my god!
Now every time
they had the Venom War again with his son.
Now everything is now he's Carnage.
It's all messed up.
Now, but like now he's like the antithesis of like his villain. His ultimate villain is now Null, which is like an eldritch god. How do you go from being a Spider-Man Venom, like a Spider-Man villain, to you're now a hero and your villain is God?
He's a god. I mean, it truly is a god from like before the Big Bang.
Yeah, like that's just so funny.
Being Carnage is weird because Carnage is the son of Venom, or offspring. So that's weird. It's like, oh, you're mine too, so I might as well be Carnage.
It's I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. I just hope it's not Venom 2099. I think he's ugly. Yeah. I hope if they do something like King in Black, they make their own take on it and make it really cool looking.
Well, they should add Anne Wang, the Bride of Venom.
Because Anne Wang?
Yeah, Wang. I read that book. It's so weird.
They should what's it called?
Because that had the Sin Eater, which the original Sin Eaters would not be up to standards in today's climate. Because the original Sin Eater as a Spider-Man villain, would his power, which is there was no power. He was a guy in a mask with a shotgun who would eat people's sins by killing them so they could go to heaven, and he would take their sins for whatever
he's just a mass murderer.
Yes, but it's disguised under the idea that he's taken their sins for them.
That's just weird.
He kills hundreds before they get him, and there's multiple afterwards because it's like a,
yeah,
I will take up a
yeah.
By the way, that's a scary villain just because it's a guy with a shotgun.
It's just an American.
Dude, he says something, like, he says, like, Bible quotes all the time, too. He's like, blah, 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 this, Corinthian. And, like, he killed some lawyers, like, defense lawyers, because, they're protecting the non-innocent, and Jesus didn't like lawyers or something like that. It's all flimsy, but so he just shoots him with a shotgun.
He goes into have anything to do with Venom?
Oh, he's in a Venom story where Anne Wang was like, I guess she was a lawyer, and she got shot, and she was nearly killed by the Sin Eater, and so Venom had to like put the suit onto her so she could heal, and that was the first time you get She-Venom / the Bride of Venom.
Oh, okay.
And of course, the first thing she says is like, before I do that or something, I have to eat your brains.
Okay.
And she once the suit comes off of her, she's like, I can't believe what the suit did to me. It invaded me and wanted me to do things. And then of course Eddie's like, of course Eddie would say this. He's like, the suit can't make you do things. It just does things that you already want to do instinctively. So therefore, maybe you wanted to kill those people, or maybe you wanted to try to do this. And she's like, what the hell's wrong?
That's funny.
I find that to be amazing, because of course Eddie is like, hey, just to let you know, the suit can't force you. Like, I didn't, like, you accepted what happened.
That's like literally such a backhand comment to Spider-Man. Like, the suit's making me evil. Actually, the suit.
No, it's just your instincts.
The suit just makes you feel these things. If you actually do something, that's you.
It's such all you, by the way. Like, no one forced you. You accepted the consequence.
That's funny.
I like that Eddie's the one who says that to her, though. Of all people.
Actually...
He's the most, like, just insane.
Actually, no. The suit is making me insane. I am insane. Yeah.
Actually, this is you. Like, whatever the suit you think did, you wanted to do. Therefore, the suit was like, okay, let's do it,
Yeah. I just realized, okay, if they add, like, a Marvel Rivals skin, the thing is, like, a crazy one. They should have added Web of Shadows, like the 5-headed Venom.
Ooh, yeah.
I want that. I want 5-headed Venom with wings. and I'd be happy.
Oh yeah, I like the winged Venom. It's cool as hell.
Yeah. It's just I don't know if though, cause like that's the thing. Like most of Venom's design is just the same design. He's like a black suit, and that's it.
I mean, yeah, cause it is just
like King in Black. King in Black Venom is literally just regular Venom, but he's got like
had some
gold eyes.
Yeah. Actually, there's multiple Venom verses.
That's the thing though. It has to fit the body type of Venom. So like they can't do like X-23 Venom. Or they can't do like, you know.
Well, if you remember, I loved the Venom skins in the Venomverse when a symbiote went on to another person, like it was like Cap or Wolverine, the T-Rex, the T-Rex. So, I mean, they could do that, give them a Venom skin. Like that'd be cool, but they won't. You can't change their. It'll just be a skin, but
yeah,
still a cool idea. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, like they have there's choices, but
that's the thing when it comes to Venom.
Like one of the coolest suits was Matt Gargan. The
I don't like that one. The Scorpion. I don't like.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like his design?
Nah.
I thought it was cool.
I don't like it.
I'm trying to remember. I will say this original.
Because it's just regular Venom with like the eyes.
Let me post it in the original Venom is the creepiest. Why is it not? Okay. I sent it in Discord. That's still one of the creepiest smiles.
Yeah. Like now imagine if that smile just grew.
Like that's the scary part. It grew. Like he had nothing at first because there wasn't. And then
it was just a Spider-Man head with evil eyes.
The symbiote instinctively was like, it needs like this person will talk. Therefore, I need to make a mouth and teeth.
Hey, look how jacked he is.
I mean, the funny part is... I
see that in the dark. It's like, hey, is this Spider-Man? And then, teeth.
Honey, I'm home.
That's just demented. Honey,
the funny thing is, he did nothing to her besides, traumatize her forever, but...
he just scared her.
I think he just ran out. He just...
That's funny.
I'm like, that's all he did? I'm like, if I was Spider-Man, I would be like, thank God he didn't kill her. Thank God he... Can you imagine that your new villain, you're like, honey, I'm home. And then he just runs away. Remember this. I know who you are. I know Spider-Man. Because the suit told me. That would suck. Your villain finds out because you use the same technology, or the same suit. But you had no idea the suit can talk, or can put thoughts to yourself. Because when it was with Spider-Man, they never, exchanged any actual talking.
Yeah, it was just influencing his head.
Yeah, while with Venom, the suit actually, you didn't see bubbles, but the suit gave him, this is Peter Parker. This is, man, the good old days. It's crazy how much Venom has changed in such a short time.
Yeah,
and I'm talking about the first 5 years. They gave him miniseries after miniseries. They're like, this is the greatest character we've ever invented. Which is spawned out of literally just, what if the black suit was just a little bigger and as a villain, what?
Yeah.
Those were the days. I forgot if I had something else to say. Let me look it up. Oh, have you seen that game Schedule 1?
What?
On Steam. That new game Schedule 1.
Game Schedule?
It's called Schedule 1.
I heard something about it, but what about it?
It became one of the #1 indie games of all time in regards to sales. It's one guy who made it, and supposedly it's over 400,000 people bought it. This guy became a millionaire overnight. This guy.
Schedule. What's it about?
It's you make drugs in an apartment. It's like the other game, and people thought that other person would sue them, but no. Because there's another game just like this, drug making simulator or something like that. But people are loving it. It's like if you go on, it's on the main Steam page.
Yeah, it's like overwhelmingly positive.
It's crazy how big it got.
You play poker
it's because of social media mostly, like people highlighting it.
Oh, it's one of those games.
Like that's how it became. Like especially for indie games, it helps with social media.
PUBG
like
is free
Repo.
now.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, Repo.
Yeah. Oh, Dave the Diver special offer.
That one was pretty good for a while. That's another.
Oh, American Truck Simulator. I played that as a kid. I played like a knockoff version. I played that game so much. I was so addicted to truck simulators.
Damn, Elder Scrolls Online is still going on.
Which is?
Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, it is, yeah. Did you see that the DC Online, DC Universe Online, is getting a big patch soon? It's going to become 64-bit. So graphically it'll be better.
I'm surprised the game's still going on.
It's one of the longest games.
I thought it would like end EOS right now.
It'll never end. It'll never.
That was on the PS3.
Yeah, it's old.
I can't believe the PS3 is not considered. Oh.
Yeah, it's what, it came out 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
My God, that's old.
Are there any good games that are on sale
now? If there isn't, I just go to CD keys or something. Like Shadows is still like $50 on CD keys.
Jesus, are you really that hell bent on playing?
I sort of was, but at the moment I don't have the download speed. Instead, I might buy the original. They're like a couple dollars. I saw. I might buy the Ezio collection and replay it.
Why don't you just hook up your PS?
I don't have my console with me.
Oh.
But it's only a couple dollars. So.
What are you breaking up? What?
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good now.
I don't remember, because I know Revelations was my favorite as a kid, but I forget if it was my first. I might have played 2, then I played 1, and then I played Revelations.
Huh.
Because I bought 2, and then I took 1 from a friend, and then after that, I played Revelations. And then I played 3 as a kid, did not like it. Looking back, I'm happy I like it now. It's my favorite.
What a 180.
And 4. I think as a kid, I didn't have it, so I played it at a friend's house, and I didn't like the controls.
Huh.
It was more of a controller issue. It wasn't anything to do with
do you think it's like... Does it play better?
I love it. Yeah, it's still, it's better. It got, yes and no, because it's still that system, but upgraded since then. At least in terms of, you still counter at the end of the day.
All right, so so I can prepare myself.
It's not the same. Like, how do I explain
how much different is the combat in Brotherhood compared to 2?
It's not drastic at all.
Is it improved?
It's similar. If I remember that it is slightly, but you're still gonna, like, near the end game, like when you have armored people, it'll become repetitive.
Oh,
that type of feeling. Like, I think that's still throughout all 3 games. It gets better, but like when I say better, it's like improvements here and there, but it's hard to explain because it's hard to remember, to be honest. Like, my flashbacks of Revelations, for instance, they still have like the similar health bar system and like the similar counter, but throughout the whole game. So it's all still there, but I think they give you stuff to make it slightly better sometimes, like the amount of damage per even armored people. Like in 2, I think they could be easier depending on the weapon / damage output. Maybe, I don't remember. Like you said, you didn't use heavy weapons. Like you said.
No.
Like, I think if I recall, heavy weapons did deal better damage, so they're slower, of course, because they're heavier. But I think trying to remember what aspect people like a brother. Maybe because the actual you have
I heard like
assassins,
all mechanics of AC2 have been vastly improved in Brotherhood.
I don't even know if I'll call it. Maybe of the time it's vastly, but looking back, it's all, I would say, like it's a very similar experience between them because I think they were making these games back to back or like at the same time almost.
Really, I heard like a weird thing how they said
that's my feeling based on how I played it.
AC2, what's it called? AC2 was like they fired the guy that made Assassin's Creed after AC2, and then they didn't know what to do, so then they made Brotherhood and Revelations.
Oh, I did not hear that.
I don't know if it's true or not.
I don't know. I feel like they had those two ideas in the bag already. It feels like it. It feels like they knew they were gonna make a trilogy. But then when 3 came, it was such a culture shock.
Actually, cause they jumped so fast into his cause the time skipping. Like Rome.
It's true. There's more time skips here and there, yeah. Because after all, he's like freaking 60 something or 80.
They skipped 10 years into the future.
He looks like he's like 80 by the last one, but he's not. But he might as well be based on the amount of time it feels like that went by.
Like, wait, okay, did it take him 10 years to get the damn apple back?
Let me look at the AC2 timeline. Uh, 1476. His parents and family were hanged. 1477. His mother and sister left Florence. 78. Ezio killed his childhood rival, Vieri de Pazzi, in Tuscany. 79, 80, 81, 82. Jesus Christ. 85, 86. Where does it end up?
He spent like 6 or so years in Venice.
Oh, this is crazy. I'm just reading the facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, unknown. Ezio Auditore retrieved the 6 assassin seals from the assassin tombs in Florence and claimed the armor of Altair. But it's unknown of the time period. 1495, Prince Semkem was killed in Capua by the assassins who believed the Borgia would play. Oh my god, that's a lot of years.
That's like past AC2.
Okay, this is...
Yeah. 95 is past AC2. I think the AC2 ends in...
Is it 1494 maybe?
Maybe.
Because it says unknown for the...
Because no, it ends when he's like early 40s. Because he arrives... That's the thing, it takes him like 2 years to get to Rome.
Gotcha.
That's another thing, like...
Never mind. The Ottoman Assassins. I think that's in Brotherhood. I don't remember. That's crazy. That's a lot of period. AC2 is 1476 to 1503. Yeah. Maybe. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just my problem. A lot of time skips. While like if you're playing the game and didn't pay attention to like the time, it felt like the events happened within months of each other.
Well, all I can say is good luck with Brotherhood.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Ezio. I am Ezio.
The total playtime can extend to between 25 to 42 hours.
Holy fuck.
Oh, no. The main story takes around 15 hours to complete.
Oh.
I guess with all the other stuff.
If I were to take, I would take.
Yeah, it's an 8 out of 10 on IGN.
I've seen that clip of Cesare Borgia of when there was acting in this game. Out of my way.
I still think 3 had amazing acting. Especially Black Flag.
I think it's like I think the one where it really fell off was probably Syndicate. Syndicate was when it was starting to fall off.
At least the Unity still had good acting. I didn't care for the actual story, but
yeah.
Syndicate. I don't know. I think the acting was fine though. Between the maybe the lines maybe sucked, but the actual voices I didn't mind. I think it was. I truly Odyssey was peak. Everything about that game was crazy good. I don't know how
Odyssey or Origins.
Origins. Origins was from start to finish. Even the side people, I'm like, holy crap!
I've seen that one clip where Bayek kills the dude with the mask. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah. Other than that, actually, no, I did see all the cutscenes. I did see all the cutscenes of the game, but I can't really recall anything.
He has so much anger built up because of everything.
There's
a side mission where this guy knows about his Bayek's son or something like that, and he just curses him out. I forget what it was, but he just cursed him.
I will kill everybody who sniffed the air in Siwa.
Oh my god.
And then he smashes the mask on the guy's face.
I love how him losing the finger
was an accident.
You're like, oh, that.
Yeah. Actually, I like how it was because he wore it wrong.
He was in a bath. Yeah.
It was supposed to be over the wrist, and he wore it under the wrist.
Yeah. He just slit right there. It was in a bathhouse.
And then he really cauterized it.
I like how his wife, the whole time, had a different viewpoint of everything that was happening because she was working under Cleopatra.
Yeah.
While he sort of couldn't care less. He was like, this is all messed up. I'm just here to get revenge for my son. Our son. My boy. My boy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever play Origins. I have to finish Odyssey.
It's such a good game. That man's voice acting, that was the most peak thing. I think that was his first game or first big.
That's crazy.
I was like, my god.
It's a lot better than Shadows.
That sucks because
Shadows is so bad.
The woman who does I think she did okay.
Did you see the clip I sent you?
No, I meant her lines though.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the clip you said was a side character.
No, that was her.
Oh.
That was the main character shooting some other lady.
I will say, some people had like early copies, like they were told like they just played it in Japanese.
Yeah, I think it's best to just do that.
And
if you do play it.
Oh man, like.
But I think it's best to not play it to begin with.
The Japanese does make it better.
But a shit game is still a shit game. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I still want to play it though.
I think it's better to just play Ghost of Tsushima at that point. Like.
Yeah, but I want to play it because it's Assassin's Creed, and I play most of them.
Is it really because it's Assassin's Creed, or because it's got Assassin's Creed in the name?
Well, it is an Assassin's Creed name.
But is it really an Assassin's Creed game?
Well, I won't know until I play it.
Don't give me that shit, bro. That's like... Fuck. That's like Battlefield... What's that weird fucking one? It was like
the free one?
Yeah.
Battlefield Friends or something?
Battlefield Heroes.
Heroes, yeah.
That's a Battlefield game.
Well, I mean, it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, I think that
is that better than 2042 though? Don't say yeah. 2042 is a lot better.
Come on, man. I'm not gonna say yeah to that. You fucking.
I thought you were about to.
My point is literally that though. Like.
Maybe we should play. Is it still online or no?
No, it got taken down ages ago, bro.
Yeah, for a free game.
Bro, like, of course they fucking take it down, like. But, like, you know, saying AC Shadows and Assassins, I don't fucking know. I don't know. At that point, why don't you just play Ghost? Like, Ghost of Tsushima's good. Like, why the fuck would you play? Because they put Assassin's Creed in the name?
Yeah, I'm an Assassin's Creed fan.
I'm a Battlefield fan. You know, I'm a Battlefield fan, but you'll never see me play Battlefield Heroes.
Well, that's because you can't.
Well, I probably can, because probably somebody got a bootleg server up. I bet you they got that for everything now.
I would try it. I think I've only seen gameplay once. I've seen the trailer and that was it.
Jesus Christ.
Trying to think.
Just play Ghost. Just play Ghost.
If you gift it to me.
Fuck, I don't need... What? Damn it.
I don't feel like... I bet it's a good game, but that's not... I still wanted to play...
It is. You don't even have to bet.
I still wanted to play Shadows just because I play all...
I feel like one day I gotta send you I'm gonna send you a disc of Ghost of Tsushima, but it's instead of instead of saying Ghost of Tsushima, it's gonna say Assassin's Creed Ghost of Tsushima.
I didn't know they made this one.
And you're gonna play this, and you're gonna think it's an Assassin's Creed game the entire time, and then joke's on you, it's actually Ghost of Tsushima, but you'll never know that. You'll never know that. You'll die thinking you played Assassin's Creed Ghost of Tsushima or something.
That many years will go by.
Yeah, you'll never know. You'll never know. You'll never know. You'll play it once, and then you'll just forget about it.
On my deathbed, you'll say like, "Hey, by the way,
bro,
you remember that?"
Oh, I can't believe it. Like Ghost. Oh, Ghost is so much better.
Okay. I'll take your word. It probably is, but that's not why I still want to just play Assassin's Creed.
I'm disappointed in you.
You should be. I play all of them. I haven't played oh my god, the one that came out like a year or two ago.
Mirage?
Yeah, I haven't played that one yet. I haven't bought it.
Oh my god, it looks terrible.
I heard it was mid.
It looks terrible.
Oh, I've never seen any story of it. I haven't seen anything of it, really. Besides that beginning gameplay.
I've seen, like, the combat. It looks terrible.
Damn. Well, do you have something else to talk about, or?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you see the Minecraft movie?
I've heard it made, like, over $300 million. Part of me wants to actually see that, because I'm like, I don't even know what the story is.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I just brought that up for shits and giggles.
It just seems like big moments. It just seems like big like names brought up. It's like, hey, I know that. Hey. I like how some people are like, this is the worst thing ever. I'm like, I couldn't really care how good of a Minecraft movie that was. I mean, there's not even like that much of a big story, to be honest. I mean, I guess there is now with the whole story stuff, but even then.
I mean, maybe they should have just went with like a regular.
Yeah, like a CG or animated or.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it would have. I don't know if it would make as much money. Because surprisingly, well, I shouldn't say surprisingly, like, well, maybe I should, because Borderlands did not work. And it went for
I don't know what the hell yeah.
I think Borderlands is goofy in the game itself, but
like, it was just bad.
Bad goofy, yeah. But to be honest, I like Jack Black though. Like just being Jack Black. I like Jack Black.
Yeah, I heard the movie's
like,
okay.
I can still be entertained with Jason Momoa doing his thing and Jack Black being Jack Black every goddamn movie. Like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. The Rock has been The Rock in every movie, no matter the role. It's still him. It's still...
Yeah. Yeah.
Even Black Adam.
Black Adam is just The Rock.
I like parts of Black Adam because of characters that were brought onto the screen for the first time ever. But beyond that, him being Black Adam was just bad. Which sucks because he says he loves that role. Like, he always wanted to be Black Adam for like over a decade. He tried making that movie. And I'm like, well, why you suck at it? Why? You know why? Because I don't know if he's a good star. Like, I don't know if he can act well.
Who?
The Rock.
Yeah, he just acts the same way.
He's just The Rock at the end of the day. He's just, or like in the Fast and Furious movies, like he's him in there. But at least John Cena, I loved him in Peacemaker, and that's very different from everything else. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've seen other wrestlers, MMA fighters, like Conor McGregor,
Dave Bautista.
Yeah, like the fact that he got that standout role as Drax.
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he did. He looks like he's dead.
Yeah.
he's like, I'm perfectly fine. I'm like, it's because of your build. It just doesn't work correctly on your body.
Yeah, he looks weird now.
Because at the most he weighed he's like 6 foot something, and like he was like 290. Now he's like 1 or 220, but he looks so skinny.
Yeah, he looks really skinny now.
It just looks weird, but he do him. He do.
Yes. Well. Yeah, I think we've been going long enough. It's about 2 hours and 23 right now. Yeah. So, cool. I'm just gonna stop it.
See you next week.